This video is intended for educational purposes only. We do not promote any illegal activities. Any action taken based on the information in this video are solely at your own risk. Always ensure you have proper authorization before testing systems or networks that do not belong to you. The information in this video should be used responsibly and ethically.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video we are going to use this NanoVNA to find the frequencies of these antennas. Over here you can see different antennas. So why is it important to find the frequencies of antennas? Well, let's think of antennas as keys, and the devices on which you want to use these antennas are locks. So you need a right key for the right lock. So you should know which antenna you are using on which frequency. It's very important. So in this video we will see how to find the frequency of exact frequencies of these antennas, so we can utilize these antennas properly on different devices, whether we are transmitting or receiving. It's very good to find the frequency, and it's really important. So let's just see. For that we are going to use this NanoVNA, which is vector network analyzer, and this NanoVNA supports frequencies from 50 kilohertz till 3 gigahertz. So first we have to calibrate this. So I'm going to show you the calibration process, and then we'll see how to find the frequencies of these antennas. So let me just first show you the calibration process. So calibration is basically initializing and removing all the errors from the device. So for calibration, first we have to, let me just first show you the displays over here. So I'm using the trace 0 display, but there is also a Smith chart as well on trace 2. Over here you can see. So Smith chart looks complicated, but it's very useful. We will see that in our coming videos. So let me just use this first trace, which is trace 0, and let me just go back and back, and let me just go in stimulus, and we have to first set the frequencies. If you know the frequencies of antennas, basic frequencies of the range of frequency, you can select the range. But let's suppose we don't know anything about these antennas, and we will select the complete range which is supported with this device. So we'll use a complete range. So let me just put the start frequency, which is 50 kilohertz, and stop frequency will be 3 gigahertz, right? So we have just selected our frequency, and now what we have to do is we have to calibrate. So let me just go back, and over here you can see cal menu. So let me just focus it over here so you can see it properly, right? So let me just click on calibration, and let's just reset, and let's just click on calibrate. Now over here you can see different options to attach different adapters. So as I said in my previous video, we need these three adapters, which comes with this NanoVNA to calibrate. So first one is open adapter. Let me just focus and show you. So this is the open adapter. Let me just connect this adapter, and then we have to click on open. So the calibration is done for open. Now let me just remove, and this is the short. So let me just connect short as well, and let's just click on short, and then we have to connect the load. So this is our load which we need to connect, and let's just click on load. So the calibration is done. Over here you can see OSL. OSL means open, short, and long. So we have to do this these three calibration to use this port 1. So let me just press on done, and we have to save this frequency. So I'll use the first slot, and let me just remove this, and over here you can see a perfect line. So that means our calibration is done successfully. You can also test the calibration using Smith chart. So let me just open Smith chart, display, and trace 2. So over here you can see the marker is totally on the left, but if I add this load, it will come in the middle. Let me just show you. See, it's perfectly aligned on the middle. And if I connect short, it will go all the way to the left. So this is short, I think. Yeah, so let me just connect short. See, this marker is all the way to the left. So that means our calibration is successfully done. And now let me just remove these three adapters. And now what we have to do is we have to test the frequency of these devices. So let me just turn off this Smith chart, and let's just use the first antenna, which is this antenna. So let me just focus, and let's just connect this antenna. And over here you can see the marker is going in depth. That means this is the frequency which is supported with this antenna. So let me just use the markers. Over here there is a marker option. So let me just go back and marker, and let's just search, and we will search for minimum. And over here you can see this antenna supports 2460. That means this is the rough frequency, so it is around 2.4 gigahertz frequency. This antenna supports 2.4 gigahertz frequency, so this antenna is best for 2.4 gigahertz frequency. Let me just remove this antenna, and let me just connect another antenna, which is this one. So let me just connect this, and let's just see the frequency of this antenna. So over here you can see, let me just click on minimum again. So this antenna supports two different frequencies. Over here you can see it's a multi-band antenna. So the first frequency is 930 megahertz, nearly 930 megahertz, and then if I go in right, it also support 2.2. That means it's also supported for Wi-Fi. This antenna is also support Wi-Fi. So this is the rough frequency. Over here you can see. So this is our second antenna, and let's just test out these two antennas as well. So let me just first test out this one. Alright, so let me just click on minimum again. So again, this antenna supports 900 megahertz, and the next frequency is supported with this antenna is 1700 megahertz, 1.7 gigahertz almost. So over here you can see it's also a multi-band antenna. And then we have our last antenna, which is this one. It's a small antenna, and here you can see. But let's just see what frequency is supported with this antenna. Let me just go on minimum. So again, this antenna also supports 2.4 gigahertz frequency. So these are antennas which we have found the exact frequencies of these antennas. So now we can utilize these antennas on different devices on exact frequencies basically. So this is how you can find the frequencies of different antennas and to use these antennas efficiently with different devices. Thank you.